One family, 4 wives, 18 children, and a dream of unity shattered before America's eyes. Sister Wives enters its darkest chapter yet. Meri's unexpected date with Ron sparks whispers of betrayal. Janelle questions if Coyote Pass was ever real. Christine braces for her daughter's painful relocation. And Kody? He faces a future where only one wife remains, and even she may not stay. But the real twist reveals a secret that fans say changed the show forever.
I'm interested in doing that, and I think that was, and I don't want to put blame on him, but in this situation.
Part 1. For years, the Browns promised unity. Coyote Pass was their dream, a sprawling piece of Arizona land where each wife would finally build her home. But promises don't always become reality. We've been sitting on this land for years, Meri. I'm starting to wonder if it'll ever happen. While Janelle worries about broken dreams, Meri faces her own private storm. After years of heartbreak, betrayal, and loneliness, she steps into speed dating, hoping for connection. But what she finds shakes the very foundation of the Sister Wives story. Because at that table sat Ron, and he wasn't just another man. Meri expected small talk. Instead, Ron brought intensity and familiarity. Fans later speculated, did Meri already know Ron? Was there history? Or was this fate unfolding before cameras? The chemistry was undeniable, and for the first time in years, Meri seemed alive. But what happens next shocks even Christine. As Meri explores new beginnings, Christine faces her daughter Mykelti's decision. Mykelti and Tony announce a move that pulls them away from the family base, adding another crack in the Browns' fragile unity. I thought the hardest part was leaving Kody. I didn't realize it would feel like my kids leaving me too. Fans flooded social media, some siding with Christine's heartbreak, others arguing she should celebrate her children's independence. But behind the scenes, Kody had his own plan, and Robyn was at the center of it. Kody Brown, once the patriarch holding 4 wives together, now leans heavily on Robyn, and he's pushing her, hard, to move forward with decisions the others won't make. Whether it's legal filings, financial choices, or even the fate of Coyote Pass, Kody pressures Robyn to act while the rest stall. Viewers call it manipulation. Kody calls it leadership. Robyn is the only one Kody listens to. This isn't plural marriage, it's dictatorship. But remember Ron? His name resurfaces in a way no one predicted. Rumors swirl online. Ron isn't just a random speed date. Fans uncover connections, friends in common, whispers of previous encounters, even speculation that producers knew more than they let on. The twist? Ron wasn't meant to be a date. He was meant to be a storyline. And when fans realized it, backlash erupted. The Sister Wives audience, largely women across America, felt betrayed. Meri's vulnerable journey turned into what looked like reality TV bait. And this betrayal leads to the biggest fan backlash in years. Meri's date with Ron, Christine's heartbreak over Mykelti, Janelle's fading Coyote Pass dream, and Kody's pressure on Robyn all collide into one truth. The Browns are no longer one family. They are fractured pieces, drifting apart. And for Meri? What began as hope for love may now be remembered as reality TV's cruelest twist. But one question remains. Was Ron the beginning of Meri's freedom, or the producer's final trap? If you were Meri, would you walk away for good or give the family one last chance? Tell us in the comments below. Part 2. The Browns built their brand on unity, one husband, 4 wives, and a vision of shared faith. From Las Vegas to Flagstaff, they promised America that love could multiply. But behind closed doors, cracks were forming. Now, as season 20 begins, those cracks have become canyons. Christine has walked away. Janelle follows her independence. Meri, once clinging to hope, finally lets go. Only Robyn remains. And Kody? He faces the truth. His dream of plural marriage has collapsed. But what drove the wives to leave? And why does Robyn now fear she may be next? Loyalties once bound by faith now split across lines of trust and betrayal. Christine, once loyal, declares freedom from Kody's control. Janelle admits she feels more peace away from him. Meri, tired of broken promises, steps away after decades of waiting for change. Meanwhile, fans watch Kody spiral, his anger growing, his patience thinning. Robyn becomes his only confidant, but even she admits this is not what she signed up for. And as Robyn stands alone, America begins to ask, is Kody even capable of love beyond control? For Christine, leaving was liberation. For Janelle, it was survival. For Meri, it was closure. Yet each woman carries the scars of 2 decades under Kody's shadow. I realized I didn't want my daughters thinking this was love. But while the women move on, Kody and Robyn cling to a version of marriage that no longer exists. And when fans see Robyn break down, confessing that she never wanted to be the last wife standing, a storm brews online. Because halfway through season 20 comes the twist no one saw coming. In mid-season, a shocking revelation explodes. Sources suggest Kody has been quietly searching for another wife, behind Robyn's back. The man who lost 3 wives may already be plotting a replacement, and the fallout? Immediate. Robyn feels blindsided, fans feel betrayed, and suddenly the last wife standing doesn't look so secure. But how did the fans react? With fury. The sister wives community erupts. Thousands of women across America post, "We rooted for your family and you turned it into a circus." Others call it manipulation, accusing producers of planting new storylines to keep Kody relevant. Meanwhile, ratings spike. The show that began as a symbol of faith and unity now thrives on chaos. But one thing is certain, fans are done protecting Kody. So where does that leave the future of Sister Wives? Season 20 isn't just a new chapter, it's the final unraveling. What was once one husband, 4 wives, and 18 children is now fragments of a family, each choosing survival over sacrifice. Kody Brown stands with only 1 wife by his side, but perhaps not for long. Do you believe Kody deserves a new start, or has the Sister Wives story run its course? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. The Browns began as pioneers of plural marriage, showcasing faith, resilience, and the dream of building together. Coyote Pass was meant to be the crown jewel, a land where each wife would build her home. But as years passed, the land remained empty, and the promises broken. And while Janelle questions the dream, Meri faces her own broken heart. Decades of waiting for love from Kody left her alone, until speed dating. But who was Ron, and why did his name ignite suspicion among fans? When Meri sat down across from Ron, it felt ordinary, but as the cameras rolled, sparks flew. For the first time in years, Meri seemed alive. Social media lit up. Is this finally her fresh start? One fan posted on Reddit. Another wrote, "She deserves happiness after everything." But soon, the speculation grew darker. Did producers plant Ron? Was this storyline designed, not discovered? For women who had followed Meri's journey since 2010, the idea of her pain being exploited cut deep. And while Meri's smile captured headlines, Christine's heartbreak was just beginning. Christine, already free from Kody's grip, faced another blow. Her daughter Mykelti and husband Tony announced their move. For Christine, who once sacrificed everything for family, this felt like a second abandonment. I left Kody so my kids could see real love. But letting them go, it hurts in ways I can't explain. Facebook groups filled with empathy. Christine has given everything. Now she has to lose her daughter too? Others reminded her, a mother's love means letting go. But while Christine faced loss, Kody and Robyn faced the truth. Plural marriage was collapsing around them. Season 20 reveals the brutal math. Christine gone, Janelle gone, Meri gone. Only Robyn remains. Once seen as the peacemaker, Robyn now feels the crushing weight of being the last wife standing. This is not what I wanted. I didn't marry into this to be alone with Kody. Yet fans saw a different story. Many accused Robyn of enabling Kody's control. Reddit threads raged. She wanted this all along. Others defended her. Robyn didn't ask to be the last one. But halfway through the season, a shocking twist shatters even Robyn's fragile peace. Mid-season, rumors spread like wildfire. Kody was seeking another wife. Secret meetings, whispers of private messages, and even speculation of producer involvement. Suddenly, Robyn wasn't just the last wife. She was the wife about to be replaced. If Kody finds a new wife, I'm done with this show. This isn't plural marriage, it's replacement marriage. The betrayal wasn't just felt by Robyn. It was felt by millions of viewers who had invested in the Browns for over a decade. The family that once symbolized faith now looked like a broken empire fueled by ratings. And the backlash? It was unlike anything the Sister Wives franchise had ever seen. Meri's date with Ron, Christine's heartbreak, Janelle's independence, and Kody's search for control all lead to one undeniable truth. The Sister Wives family no longer exists. What began as a message of faith and unity has ended as a cautionary tale of power, betrayal, and survival. The long-term impact? Fans now question reality TV itself. Was it ever real, or just a staged illusion to keep us watching? For America's women who once saw hope in plural marriage, the collapse of the Browns feels personal. One family, 4 wives, one collapse. In 2011, the Browns left Utah under threat of prosecution. In Las Vegas, they bought 4 cul-de-sac homes, a symbol of equality. But by 2018, those homes were sold, and Coyote Pass in Flagstaff was purchased, 40 acres of raw land with dreams of 4 homes. Yet 5 years later, no construction had begun. Instead, property taxes piled up, and tensions over money grew. Plural marriage had been illegal in Utah until 2020, when the state decriminalized polygamy from a felony to an infraction. But the fear of law shaped many of the Browns' decisions, and Coyote Pass became more than just land. It became their promised safe haven. But as the dream faded, the wives began to question, was it ever real, or just another one of Kody's fantasies? Speed dating, popularized in the late 1990s, was designed to give singles a chance to meet multiple partners quickly. For women over 50, it's rare to see on reality TV. For Meri, it wasn't just about finding love. It was about reclaiming dignity after years of rejection. On Reddit, one thread with thousands of upvotes asked, "Was Ron a plant by producers?" Another fan countered, "Even if he was, Meri's joy was real, and that's what matters." This debate fueled hours of online discussion. Yet, while fans debated Meri's date, Christine was facing a family decision that broke her heart. Back in season 16, Christine admitted she stayed in the marriage, so her daughters wouldn't think leaving was an option. Now she was showing them independence, but letting Mykelti and Tony go tested that strength. Christine often said, "My kids are my world." Losing physical closeness with one of them, after losing her marriage, felt like a second divorce. Fans on Facebook flooded her support pages with messages. "Christine, you raised strong kids. Be proud." But while Christine tried to heal, Kody was spiraling, and Robyn was about to face a role she never wanted. In 2010, the Brown family filed a lawsuit against Utah's polygamy laws. The case, Brown v. Bowman, drew national headlines, temporarily weakening the state's anti-bigamy statute. For Robyn, joining the family wasn't just about faith. It was about survival in a hostile legal environment. Early seasons painted Robyn as the favorite wife. But by season 20, that title became a burden. One YouTube fan commented, "Robyn thought she won, but really, she lost everything." Another wrote, "She's carrying the weight of all the broken promises." But just when Robyn thought things couldn't get worse, mid-season rumors exploded. Tabloids like In Touch Weekly and US Weekly ran headlines. Kody courting again? Meanwhile, fan podcasts dissected every frame of the season, analyzing Kody's wording for clues. Facebook groups with over 100,000 members debated endlessly. Would TLC really allow another wife storyline after all this collapse? If Kody brings in another wife, I'm unsubscribing. One viral TikTok with over 2 million views said bluntly, "This isn't Sister Wives anymore, it's Kody and his ego." And this outrage set the stage for one of the biggest fan revolts in reality TV history. Christine, building a new life in Utah with fiancé David, showing fans a love story beyond polygamy. Janelle, focused on her children's futures and financial independence, proving she didn't need Kody. Meri, launching her bed breakfast business, symbolizing freedom and independence. Robyn left with Kody, facing the painful question, is she really the winner? Polygamy in America has seen declining cultural acceptance. A Gallup poll in 2022 found only 20% of Americans morally accept polygamy, compared to over 70% who support same-sex marriage. the Browns' collapse became not just a family tragedy, but a reflection of shifting social values. One fan wrote, "We watched for love. We stayed for drama. But now, we just want healing for the women." Do you believe Kody deserves a second chance? Or has Sister Wives finally reached its end? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if you've followed this journey from the start. And subscribe for our next deep dive. Because the story isn't over. And neither is the fallout.